Many would call Governor Dave Heineman a friend of agriculture. He's been very vocal, especially on issues of animal welfare, speaking out against the Humane Society of the United States. I recently had a chance to sit down and talk with the governor about his thoughts on agriculture. Governor, I want to talk to you a little bit about agriculture. I know that's something you've spoken obviously quite a bit about in the last 10 years. You know, we are now the #1 cattle on feed state. We continue to work on property taxes. We know that's going to be something that our next governor is going to be taking a look at. But do you feel, in general, in terms of agriculture, that we've made some strides there?
We've made enormous progress, fantastic progress. And it's because we have the water resources, we know how to manage it. We're the 3rd leading corn producer in America. We're now the #1 cattle on feed. We're the 2nd leading ethanol producer. We use the byproducts of ethanol to really fuel that industry. And so when you look at the diversification of Nebraska agriculture today, from beef and pork to corn, soybeans, and all the rest, we're on the move. We're ready to feed the world. We're going to continue to export all over the world. We've opened 2 international trade offices to help promote Nebraska agriculture in Japan and China. And so we're going to continue to move this state forward in that area. And then you look at the value-added agriculture, ethanol plants, food processing that occurs in our urban areas, not just on the farm and ranch. And so all of Nebraska is dependent upon a strong agriculture. That's what we have, and we want to continue that momentum.
Governor, you've been very outspoken. HSUS, Humane Society of the United States. I can't think of another governor in this state or in this nation that has been quite so outspoken. Did you feel it was important to take a strong line on that?
I felt it was very important because when I talked to our farmers and ranchers, they were terrified. They were very concerned about what the Humane Society of the United States was going to try to do. They're not connected with your local Humane Society. Those societies do a great job. They wanted to come in and destroy the #1 industry in this state. They wanted to destroy the future for young farmers and ranchers, men and women who wanted to go into agriculture. So I was willing to stand up. I've been doing it for a number of years. I may be the only governor in the country who's been willing to do it, but I can tell you I've received a lot of emails and letters from all over the country thanking me for what we've done. And you know what? We're winning. They're afraid to come to Nebraska because we're united, not just agriculture. We had like 15 local chambers of commerce on their own voluntarily go on record against HSUS. And so I'm going to continue to stand up for the cattlemen, the Farm Bureau, our farmers and ranchers in general, because this is an organization that is not good for agriculture, not good for Nebraska agriculture.
Still to come, your Grow Weather Report, and Marilyn stops by later with our Ag Innovations.